Happy Wacky Wednesday, first grade. I hope you have some wacky hair or a wacky hat on or wacky socks on. Um, this look, I think, is wacky enough for me. So I hope you can still pay attention to me even though I look wacky. Today, if you choose, you can choose this assignment, which is called balancing equations. So to balance something means to me about the same weight, right? So if we are balancing, trying to find something to balance. Here are two things that are approximately the same weight. If we were to put them on a scale, they'd be approximately the same weight. Now let's look at two things that are not the same weight. Unbalanced, right? So math works very similar. And actually, this is a precursor to chemistry, because in chemistry, you're also balancing things. So let's talk about math, though, for at least for right now. In math, what you can do is you can create a number sentence, which is also called an equation, and then another number sentence or another equation, and you see if they balance. And how do you see if they balance? If both of their answers are the same, then they're balanced. They weigh the same. So what I've done here is I've taken your assignment and I've created a Google Slides to show you how to do it. If you want, you can do your Google, you can do your assignment on Google Slides just like I did. It does take a little while to add the color and to make it bright like that. But if you want to do that on your paper that you have in front of you, you can do that too. Okay, so the first step is you're going to need a die. And it tells us to roll our dice cube 4 times. Now, what's interesting is that if you use the dice from the internet on the Dice Roller Google, then you can do any of these die. So I'm going to choose a regular one for right now, which is the 6-sided. And what it asks me to do is to roll it 4 times. After I roll, I'm going to write that number inside the box. I chose these colors just to make it fun and to kind of for you to see that their colors are matching. So it might be important to take note that when I create this number sentence, it's going to be the same as this one. And when I create this number sentence, it's the same as this one. That's why those colors match. Okay, so let's get going. First roll. We're at a 4. We'll write 4 in here. There we go. Roll number 2. We're at 4 again. What is 4 plus 4, first grade? 8. You got it. All right, now I need to roll 2 more times. I got a 2. And a 2. What's 2 plus 2? That's right, it's 4. Okay, so here's the trick. 4 plus 4 is 8, and 2 plus 2 is 4. Are 8 and 4 the same number? No. So one way that you could do this is you could make yourself another box, and I'll do that right now. And I'll put that box up here, make it this color. And I could write the answer inside that box for the equation to help me remember. So I can visualize that 4 plus 4 is 8 and 2 plus 2 is 4. So then I can see these are not the same. One is much more than the other. Which one is more? That's right, the 8 is more. So this needs this symbol. This means not equal to. So if you're doing this on your paper, you would color in the one or just circle it that says not equal to. You might even want to draw a little line across the other one just so that you know which one you're talking about. Now they say if it's not balanced, which it's not, that's what this means, not balanced, not equal to, they want us to change one of the number sentences to make it balanced. I'm going to do the easy way. You could do it either way. The easy way in my mind is to take the number sentence that was worth more. So we had 4 plus 4 and it equaled 8. And now we need to change this 2 plus 2 to equal 4, we need to change it to equal 8. So how do I get from 4 to 8? I need to add, well, let's see, I'm at 4. How many more do I need to add? 5, 6, 7, 8. How many more do I need to add? I need to add 4 more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 2 and I'm going to add 4 to it. What's 2 plus 4? 6 is correct. So then what I do is I check it. Are they balanced now? 4 plus 4 is 8, and 2 plus 6 is 8. So what I'm doing is I'm changing this number sentence. Now what I chose to do was to keep one of the numbers the same to make it kind of easy for myself. And then the other one I just added on until I got to that number that I needed. So what would happen if it was equal to? Well, we would do this. So I can't predict that this dice roller will give me equal to, so I'm going to make one up. So let's say Mrs. Smith is using the 12, and we'll start with 10. Okay, so we'll do a 10, and then she'll roll it again, and she gets a 12. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to solve that problem. What is 10 plus 12? Well, let's see. I can put 12 in my head and add 10. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, and then let's say that I rolled again, and I'm going to have to be a little bit fudgy on this, but let's roll again. We'll see what happens. Let's do a 9. Now I want the answer to be 22. So I have to figure out how I'm going to get from 9 to 22. So I could count up. I could start at 9 and count up until I got to 22. I could also do the reverse. I could, instead of counting up, which is adding, I could subtract. You got it. So let's say I do 22 minus 9. 22, take away 9. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Okay, so now, because I've created it to make it work, I know that this one is going to be equal to. These two equations do equal each other. In this first one, we have 10 plus 12, and in the second one, we have 9 and 13. So both of these, and I can put this right over here. Oh, it went away. I wish to put it over here. There we go. We can say that both of these equal 22. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Basically what you're doing is you're changing. First, you're rolling 4 times. You can roll with any kind of die you want. If you find that you're rolling with the high one and it's kind of confusing you, go back to the 6-sided. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I'd probably do that one myself. Then what I'm doing is I'm finding the answer. Once I've found the answer, I might even want to write it up above the equation. That way I can keep it in my mind. And then I need to find the answer to this one. If they're not equal to, like these two were, then I need to mark down the not equal to, and then I need to change one of them to make them equal to. If you're looking at Mrs. Smith right now and you're thinking to yourself, I don't want to do that, this is the same kind of math practice, except this one can involve any kind of drawing materials you want. You could do markers, crayons, paints, whatever mom and dad say are okay. And this is just as good as practice. So whatever you wish to do, go ahead and do it. Enjoy Wacky Wednesday, and I'll see you soon.